If you joined us earlier, welcome back. And if you're tuning in for the first time tonight, welcome in. We are smack dab in the middle of a busy Selection Tuesday at our NJCAA Network studio here in Charlotte. So let's head over to the screen to keep things moving with our NJCAA Division II Women's Soccer Selection Show presented by our proud sponsor, Digital Scoreboards. All right, this year's D2 National Championship will return to last year's Division I host, Wichita, Kansas, and the Shields Striker Sports Complex for a slugfest among 12 of D2's best, 8 auto bids and district champs, as well as 4 committee choices for at-large spots. The dozen teams are split into 3 team pools, where the winner of each group advances to the national semifinal. Hopefully that all makes sense because we're not slowing down for you. Time to dive in to the first grouping in Pool A, split up into the 1, 8, and 12 seeds. The top squad in this tournament field will be Johnson County. Wow. After losing a thriller in PKs in the North Plains District Championship, the committee says the resume is still strong enough to warrant an at-large #1 overall seed, and it's hard to argue against. The Cavaliers have been national runner-up each of the last 2 years and have looked even better this season. A perfect 20 wins and 0 losses going into that district final, and sophomore Brecken Hoy has been a superstar in her second season. 14 goals and 20 assists for the Wichita, Kansas native, who will get the chance to shine in her hometown in this year's national tournament. Congratulations to Johnson County. One of the tests for JCCC will be the 8 seed. Jones, another at-large and the 2023 national champion Jones College. Despite the 12-5-2 record, the Bobcats are battle-tested. 10 games against NJCAA ranked opponents and a season which culminated with a region championship runner-up finish to the defending national champion in Northwest Mississippi. Sherlyn King has been the rock for the JC attack, scoring almost half of the Bobcats' goals this season. Man, is that going to be a fun battle for the top team in Pool A. All right, one more team to go in that first 3-team grouping. The last team in the group is the 12 seed, University of Arkansas Cossatot. For the first time in school history, the Colts of UA Cossatot are going dancing after an unbelievable comeback in the Central District Championship. After a strong close to the season, the Colts had to play St. Charles CC in the finals, a team that had already beat them this year and won the district each of the last 2 years. Well, that didn't scare Cossatot, and neither did a halftime deficit, nor did having to play with 10 after a red card in the first half. The Colts equalized in the 58th minute, and in the second overtime period, netted the golden goal to keep the magical run alive. Congratulations, UA Cossatot, on the national championship berth and a team that could be our Cinderella. All right, off to Pool B we go, which houses the 2, 7, and 11 teams. The first of those 3 is the #2 overall seed, Northwest Mississippi. The Rangers are at it again following a 22-0 season and national championship last year with another national tournament berth. Makes it even more impressive given NWCC's schedule. 9 games against ranked opponents on the year and a 7-1-1 record against those teams. Last year's national tournament MVP Emma Jensen is back again this season and putting up even crazier numbers. 27 goals and 62 points for the German midfielder, and Northwest Mississippi is ready for another run. Joining them is the 7 seed, Iowa Lakes. The Lakers are another first-timer in this tournament field, dealing Johnson County their first blemish to their nearly perfect record with a magnificent PK shootout win in the North Plains District Championship. The commitment to play a difficult schedule for ILCC has paid off, battling 6 ranked Division II opponents and 2 ranked Division I opponents this year, culminating with that district title where goalkeeper Holly Poole was the difference maker. 8 saves, including 2 in that shootout. ILCC was outshot by 10 in that match, but still found a way to win, and that's exactly the gritty effort that you want out of a team in the postseason. That is not a team that I would want to see as the 7 seed. Congratulations to the Lakers. All right, last team in Pool B is the 11 seed, Southern Union State. Southern Union State is a program on the rise as they punch their first ticket to the tournament. Last year brought the Lady Bison on the first region championship in program history, and this year was even more special, navigating their way through the South District with wins over Wake Tech and Cape Fear. Look out for Macy Chambers, who finished with 5 goals in those 2 games and will look to lead this SUSCC team. Okay, off we go to the 3, 6, and 10 seeds in Pool C. Again, all the pool play matches will be on the 16th through the 18th as we look at the number 3 team in this bracket, Heartland. Heartland is back in the national championship tournament for the 5th time since 2020 and for back-to-back years. The Hawks' build-up play has been absolutely excellent this year as they lead NJCAA Division II in assists. On top of that, the defense has earned them 13 shutouts to help them to a 14-3-1 record on the season. Valeria Agudelo has 27 goals, which is tied for 3rd in Division II, while leading the country with 119 shots in only 18 games played. She'll help the Hawks try to return to glory for the first time since their 2021 national championship. All right, we keep on trucking to the number 6 overall seed, Pima. An immediate script flip in the West District title game lifted the Aztecs to their first Region 1 D2 championship since 2021, and that was a season where they finished national runner-up. Falling behind 1-0 out of the halftime break, the game-tying and game-winning goals came only 2 minutes apart to rally Pima to the 2-1 victory over Phoenix and send them through. The Aztecs have a good balance of young and talented freshmen and experienced sophomores who look to avenge the 2nd place finish in their pool last year. Okay, joining Heartland and Pima as the final team in Pool C is the 10 seed, Sussex County. The Skylanders are in for the first time since the 2021 season. Suffolk's brought home an exciting win in the East District Final thanks to the game-winning goal from Sage Henry with less than 5 minutes left on the clock. Freshman Leah English has tallied 21 goals and 13 assists to help this attack tick, and the Skylanders will look for her in Wichita. Okay, final group of 3 features the 4, 5, and 9 seeds, and if you've been paying attention, there are only 2 at-large bids up for grabs. The 4 seed is one of them, Home CC. The Bulldogs have been a frequent resident of the D2 National Tournament, making the cut now in each of the last 6 tournaments since 2020. Holmes took home an MACCC regular season championship and was the number 1 seed in the Gulf South District, but fell to Jones in double overtime. Head coach and Bulldogs alum Wesley Noble's squad will still get an opportunity, and they're going off 11 days of rest heading into Wichita. Okay, time for the final at-large bid in the 5 spot. The last committee selection is Mississippi Gulf Coast. 3 of the 4 at-large bids come from Mississippi, and the Bulldogs of MGCCC will get another chance against Holmes, who defeated them 2-1 back in early October. MS Gulf Coast is more than deserving enough to get in after a 9-1-1 record in the MACCC and a loss in the district semifinals against the defending national champ that they led in that game. The Bulldogs sport a trio of scorers with over 25 points each this year, and they'll need those players to step up if they want revenge against Holmes. Okay, final team in Pool D and the final team in the tournament is Rock Valley. RVC is into the D2 National Tournament for the 3rd consecutive year, defeating 3 ranked teams in their last 4 matches to earn the Midwest District crown. To earn their bid, they had to grind out an absolute battle against South Suburban on Saturday, equalizing in both the 63rd and 79th minutes then following a scoreless 2 overtime periods, took the victory on PKs. Similar to Mississippi Gulf Coast, the Golden Eagles have a balanced attack, 5 players over 20 points on the year, but none of them over 30 points. So who will be the name that will step up for Rock Valley in Kansas? Okay, those are the teams. Let's take a look at all of the pools one more time. In the opening group, it's Johnson County, Jones, and Arkansas Cossatot. In Pool B, it's Northwest Miss, Iowa Lakes, and Southern Union State. In the bottom left is Pool C with Heartland, Pima, and Sussex County. And lastly, Pool D with 2 of the Mississippi at-larges, Holmes and Mississippi Gulf Coast, along with Rock Valley. That is a talented-looking 12-team field. You are not going to want to miss it. Wichita, Kansas, November 16th to the 22nd. And if you can't make it, go to njcaa.org/network. All of the games will be on there. You can sort the D2 Women's Soccer Championship specifically and get all the action. Okay, congratulations to all 12 teams. Feel free to stick around for a bit as we unveil the men's soccer side here in a second. The D1 Men's Soccer Selection Show is at 6 p.m. Eastern, and the D2 Men's Soccer Selection Show is immediately following that at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, both of which presented by Digital Scoreboards. Thanks, everybody. As we sign off from Charlotte, we will see you in the Sunflower State in 5 days.